Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hello, you guys. Anybody up? Anybody up with me? Oh, good morning, Heather. So, I've come on here this morning to share some amazing, happy news. I'm so happy this morning because I'm the proud owner now of little baby niece Elodie, who was born yesterday at 12:20, and this is really lovely to share with you. Hi Sandy, it's so lovely that you could join me, and I'm going to talk a little bit about lovely little sis Zena. So I'm so pleased you could join me this morning. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit, look at me hair, I'm a little bit fuzzy headed this morning because I might have enjoyed a couple of glasses of wine last night, but it was for good reason. I had the most amazing day yesterday, and I just can't stop smiling. Pete says good morning and cry, oh, good morning Keris, you are my number one fan. I'm so pleased that you could join me this morning. So I'm going to share with you my happy news from yesterday. So lots of you know that my little baby sister, and I say baby sister because she's 10 years old, I think I shared with you on Friday that I was dropping her off on Friday into the hospital because her other half doesn't drive. So I was dropping her off yesterday to the hospital. Down a little bit. She's only very tiny. So I dropped her off on Friday, and I predicted that she might be born on Sunday because sometimes the induction. You can't hear me. Is it because it's windy? It's really windy today. Can you hear me now, Heather? Good morning.
We can hear you.
Shell, I know you can hear me. Can you hear me? But I don't like putting the camera too near to me. It's so windy. Is it really windy? Can you hear me now? Right, well I don't like having the camera this near to my face because it's freaking me out seeing my face this near to my own face. Right, okay, so hopefully you can hear me. There's not much I can do about the wind. So I dropped my sister off, my little baby sister off, on Friday. Sorry, I'm just watching the dogs chasing round after each other on Friday, and I expected little baby might be born on Sunday because sometimes the induction process can be really tiring and really drawn out and really long. So I'll share with you a little bit about mine and my sister's relationship. So I've got an older brother and a younger sister. So my mum remarried a lot of years ago, and I've got a lovely stepdad. And my mum, when I was 10 years old, what you doing, woman? 7%, what you doing? What? I'm on, Zena. Can you not see me? Can you see me? So my sister was born when I was 10 years old, which was amazing. And the reason why it was amazing was it really brought me and my mum together, because I remember so vividly at the age of 10, and I'm sorry if it's really windy, it just is. So I remember so vividly my mum coming home with this new baby, and my little sister was about 5 pounds something. She was a little dot. And I remember my stepdad he worked as a GP, and so he was out working a lot. Lots of special times that me and my mum shared with my little baby sister. All the milestones that she passed, all the new words, and I was smitten. I was in love, and I never felt it was like having a real life baby doll. And she was the most gorgeous, funny, loving child. She used to get in bed with me, and I remember she had a bright orange dummy Oh, she was so cuddly and smushy. Hi Zena, I'm talking about you. Hope you don't mind. We have talked about this. She said it's okay to chat about her. So, and then because I was a teen mum, I moved out when I was 17 and I had a baby when I was 17. So I kind of missed her teenage years because I wasn't living at home then. But she lives where I live, so we have regular contact. And it's taken her a little while to... she's waited a little while for this baby to come along. I've been trying for a baby for a couple of years, so she was so much wanted, as babies usually are. Good morning. Oh, Keris, this is very similar with me and my little sister. Oh, she was 12 yesterday. Happy birthday, Keris's little sister. So, my little sissy, Zena. So I was working yesterday, luckily, and so I dropped her off on Friday, and I called in just because I needed to pick up our calls from the ward to see who we were going to visit yesterday, and her room was empty, and immediately I was a little bit concerned. Where was she? I wasn't expecting her to go to delivery suite so quickly, but she was on delivery suite and things had not quite gone to plan, and little baby was not liking contractions. Alfie's coming. Is he coming? Oh, where's Alfie? Alfie! Can you see him right back there? Alfie! Come on! This is what you have to put up with when you've got a 14-year-old. He just likes to do things at his own pace. Come on, Alfie! Look at him, bless him. Come on! Come on! You just got to check on him that he's actually coming. Sorry about me, I've just chucked it up. You know, I'm lucky to be out of bed. Now I'm going to get warm, aren't I? It's blowing a gale and it's cold, but I've got to go up that hill there that we go up on a Sunday, and I'm going to start getting hot. Anyways, so what happened was baby didn't like having contractions, and this was even before the drip had been started, so it was really a bit of a concerning time. Sorry, this is this bumpy bit here that I'm going through. So it was really a bit of a concerning time because it was very, very, very... Basically, she wasn't even in established labour, and baby wasn't liking the Propest thing that they give women. She wasn't liking that. And the concern is as well that we already knew that she was quite a small, tiny little baby. Alfie, you okay? Come on, you can do this bit. Come on, look at him, bless him. Come on. Hey, it's me who's going to fall, not you. Oh, shit. Sorry, I don't really swear much. So it was a bit of a concerning time, and you sort of, when you're an experienced midwife, I don't think I'm that experienced, but I'm experienced enough to know when, right at the beginning of labour, when you get some telltale signs, you do worry a little bit. So it was so lovely that, to cut a long story short, she ended up going for an emergency caesarean section. Ooh. And I was privileged to care for her in theatre, and I just wanted to share this story because I wanted to thank a couple of people, because Zena's thanked me and Daddy's thanked me, and by the way, they both were absolutely amazing. I'm really proud of my little sister, because even though she'd not slept all the night before, she complained not once. She just got on with it, and she was nice and calm. which really, really, if you can stay calm in labour, whether you're going to have a section or not, that's why practicing being calm is so important, because it oh, look at me, it builds stronger pathways in your brain that reminds you to be calm. So any mindfulness and calm practice, meditation, it's all really good way. It's like a kind of brain training, really. So I was so proud of how calm she was, and that really, really, it really has a huge impact on your baby if you can remain calm in labour, because the muscles in your uterus are doing their job, but there's no extra stress. Oh, this is the bit where I struggle. And after a couple of glasses of wine last night, oof. Anyway, the best thing to do is get out in the fresh air. The wind's died off a little bit now. So, I'm so proud of my sister. She was just amazing. She's thanked me, but what I wanted to share with you guys was how it felt for me. So I already have 2 nieces, but they live down south and I wasn't involved in their care, and so it was correspondence through visits and phone calls and what have you. So to be there was so special, and it was such an absolute privilege. I don't know why I'm going up this big hill. They've gone and left me. They're right up there. I'm sure it wasn't this steep last week. Oh. Anyway, so how it was for me when I was looking after my sister, I felt very, very in my job role as a midwife, and I felt absolutely fine. But I don't know whether you guys know this. Oh, Amy. Elodie is beautiful. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Roz. Good morning, Amy. So, I can't remember what I was saying then, because I'm so out of breath. So what I wanted to tell you about is something that pregnant ladies might not know about. So, you have a number of midwives. I want to sit down, I'm not knackered. Well, let me go over here and have a breather. Stop laughing at me, Gary.
No, I'm laughing at you.
He's laughing at me. So...
We're not laughing at you.
Well, you are laughing at me. Look at over there. So, one thing that you guys might not know about is that on any one given shift, we have what we call a clinical leader. So on delivery suite, there's a clinical leader for every shift. And on the ward, we have lovely Janice, who's our ward manager. And they make sure that the ship runs smoothly and the operations run smoothly, and that as well as the women being looked after, they make sure that the midwives are looked after. So they'll make sure that you get your breaks, and they'll make sure that you eat and drink. So they have such an important role to play. So yesterday, Janice Holroyd, my darling, she was so kind to me, and she asked me, she could appreciate that things weren't going quite to plan with my sister, and she said to me, Claire, are you all right? Are you all right? Are you okay? And what she meant was, because you're so close to this situation, do you feel that you're able to do your job properly? Which was so lovely. But I was so focused on my job that I felt absolutely fine, and I had every faith in my team around me. And also, shout out to, if you've not met her, one of the most amazing midwives in Lancaster is called Laura Crayston. If you've had the pleasure of ever coming in contact with her, she is the most adorable, lovely, kind, compassionate human being, and we are amazingly blessed to have her as a midwife in our trust. Absolutely. We've got some of the most amazing midwives I'm so blessed, and I feel so grateful this morning that we have such a team of amazing midwives. So if you're having your baby in Lancaster, please be reassured that you've got some of the most amazing midwives looking after you. And even throughout this coronavirus mess, they're still doing an amazingly compassionate, brilliant job of looking after you and your baby. Morning, Fiona. So, one of Laura's jobs is to make sure that Delivery Suite runs smoothly, and also to look after the midwives, and primarily she'll support the midwives. So she's an extremely experienced and competent midwife. She's just brilliant, and she's there as your little backup. So I'm not sure I could do my job without the support of my colleagues, because sometimes things don't quite go to plan, and sometimes you just need somebody else there to say, you know, you're doing a really good job and I'm here to support you. So Laura was there every step of the way yesterday, and I am so utterly grateful, and it fills my heart with warmth and joy and makes me feel a little bit emotional. Morning, Sam. Morning, Janet. It makes me feel a little bit emotional because you really feel that kindness and compassion, and I'm getting a bit choked up talking about it. And Laura was there yesterday. She was so you may not always see the shift leader, but the shift leader usually wears navy blue in our trust, and usually comes round. They might do the fresh eyes, so that's when they come every other hour to check the CTG, and they usually come in with the doctors on the ward round if the doctors need to be involved in your care. So you might only see them a little bit of the time, because they've got a really important job coordinating and making sure everybody's kept safe. And the women come down for induction from the ward when that's appropriate, and that everybody gets cared for safely. So the reason I'm talking about Laura is that I don't think that they get the absolute credit that they deserve, because what Laura did for me yesterday was she made me know that I was well supported, and she would have taken over from me anytime I needed her to, but it just meant so much for her to be there for me. Claire, are you all right? Claire, is everything all right? And you know, the small amount of time that she was involved in my sister's care, she was just utterly kind, beautiful. She's got the kindest, nicest voice, and I'm just so grateful that she was there yesterday. And I knew she's the absolute best. Do you know what? So if you have the pleasure of having any care or bumping into any of the shift leaders, and you feel that they did a really good job, you know, let them know, tell them, or send them a little card, because it means so much to be recognised. And because they perhaps don't look after women clinically in the way that they used to, because they're coordinating, it doesn't mean that they are just so valuable in your care. And Laura played a blinder yesterday, and I'm so grateful to have her support. She was just the most amazingly beautiful person, and I really appreciate their support, hers and Janice's as well. So what happened was my little sissy Zena went for an emergency cesarean section, and can I just say, one of the reasons that I felt absolutely fine caring for my sister was because I was competent in what job I had to do. And I had a team around me that was just equally competent, they safe, and I call a spade a spade. You know, I wouldn't be proud to work at Lancaster if I felt that things weren't quite right. But at Lancaster, just everything just was so smooth, slick. You know, the utmost of professional quality care, and I am so proud to be part of that team. And they made a cesarean section look easy. Hi Antonia, hi Teresa, and such a beautiful friend to our lovely Laura. Do you know what? I'll have to get some flowers or something, Laura, because she's just a little. You know, we should be grateful for beautiful people in our world that we come across like Laura. And she's a new mummy as well. She's got an important job at home to do as well. So I've got to say, team at Lancaster that cared for my sister yesterday, dream team. Good morning, Marilyn. Thank you for joining me this morning. Dog walk with a fuzzy head, because I might have had a couple of glasses of wine last night. Good morning, Rachel. How are you this morning? I think the wind's died off a little bit up here. It doesn't seem so windy now. And we've got blue sky starting to come out, so it's not all bad. So the team, the doctor, the surgeon, all the theatre staff, they play such an important job in making us all feel safe, and that is what helps us provide safe, efficient care, even when it's busy sometimes. The last couple of days have been really, really busy for delivery suite and the ward. But the women, I don't think the women would have even noticed, because, you know, the care that the women have got, I am utterly proud of the team that I work with. I'm so grateful to work in such a brilliant area. And the other thing that I wanted to mention about yesterday was what I didn't expect. I didn't expect to feel the way I did. Now, I do have two nieces, I've already mentioned that, but they live down in Surrey, so I don't get to see them as much as I would like to. Beautiful little girls, Cerys and Bethan. Hi, Cerys and Bethan. But one thing happened to me yesterday that will make me a better midwife, and that was, I was very, very in professional mode, in midwife mode yesterday, but when I got home, I've filled up with emotion. I flicked through all the pictures that I'd taken of baby. She's called Elodie. Her dad's French, so she's got a French name, baby Elodie Mathilde. And she was only £5.4, so she was a little tiny dot. I'm so proud of our doctors for making all the absolute best decisions about that baby's care to make sure mum and baby were healthy and happy. Baby was born, she's only really tiny. She was born in a magical, beautiful, good condition. So it was absolutely the right call, right decision. The paediatrician was there. He did a marvellous job, made sure baby was checked over and all good. Baby had skin to skin with mum. So only little tiny Elodie, but just over £5. She's only little. She was so alert. If my sister will allow me, I want to share some pictures with you later on today of little baby Elodie Mathilde, because I can't believe how such a tiny little dot of a baby was so alert, so ready to feed, oh my God, what a cute little baby. And it was only when I got home that I was I've now felt some of those emotions, that because I had that extra connection, she's my flesh and blood. Hi, Alia. And I really feel it this morning. I'm so grateful that everything went so brilliantly smoothly, and my sister is doing a brilliant job of feeding. She's not had much sleep overnight, but she's done such a brilliant job feeding that baby, and all the goodness that baby's going to get from all that breast milk that she's got. She's doing really well, and all credit to my sister. She was worried about coping on her own, but you know, you women you're stronger than you think, you know. So when your partners have to go home, you can do it. You show the world and your baby how brilliant you are, and you can do it. You were made to do it, and you will do it. You'll surprise yourself. Yeah, Zena has had a baby. So I'm really proud of her. But one of the things was, I really felt that extra connection with my new baby niece. I got a little cuddle of her. And I was absolutely privileged to be there. I didn't think I was going to be there, but I was working on the day that she was born, which if she'd have been born today, I wouldn't have been there, because it's a day off today, and I'm not allowed to just go into the unit, just like the rest of the country in this horrible time. So it was such a privilege to be there and supporting them both and see how well they're both doing. Hello. Oh, he's gonna gate crash. Hello.
Come on.
So we're going to have a walk down here. So one of the things was when I got home and I got to reflect on the day, I realised that I was extra specially connected to this new baby. I felt a bond with her as well. And what it made me realise was, however you have your baby, what an amazingly special roller coaster of emotion it is. And I was just giddy when I got home. It was just amazing. So that I will keep all those thoughts and feelings in my mind when I'm caring for other women, because sometimes when you're a midwife and you look after so many mums and new babies, you do forget a little bit what a special time it is, because you just see lots and lots and lots of babies. But yesterday reminded me just how special a time it is, and just what an important job midwives have in caring for you guys. And so I'm going to keep hold of that thought, and it's filled me up, and I hope that yesterday, I'm sure it will make me a better midwife in supporting you ladies, and it might make me cry a little bit more, but I don't care. It's only because we care. Hi Janice, thank you so much for all your support yesterday, Janice. What a wonderful woman you are. Thank you for all the support you give us midwives. You made yesterday really special for us all. Amazing. So I'm going to big up Lancaster. I'm going to shout from the hilltops. And if you're due to have your baby in Lancaster, you are so lucky. You are so lucky, because I could absolutely, and today my heart is so full, I feel like it's going to burst, because the kindness, compassion, the surgeon was funny and reassuring and just brilliant. They've got such an important job to do. They're doing major surgery, and then yet they managed to make it look like it's the easiest thing in the world, and the reassuring, just brilliant. Aren't we lucky that we live in these times? And even with the horrible corona, that we're able to offer safe, loving, kind, compassionate care. I'm so proud. I am the proud midwife. Today, I'm the proud midwife. I'm so proud. And I'm going to go now, because this bit here is getting a little bit boggy. I don't know where my dog's gone. Has he overtaken me? Right, so with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. But Zena, you are just, 5 stars for the RLI. So, if there's anywhere, if you've had your baby in Lancaster and you've experienced this magical care, let the staff know, because that is one of the main things that keeps us going. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes we're busy, sometimes we feel like we don't have enough time for everybody because we're busy, and when people tell us that we've done a good job, it fills our heart and makes us better midwives and doctors. And if you had a doctor caring for you that was extra specially kind or caring or reassuring, pop it on a little note card and leave it for them. Or when you're in labour, get their name, because it might take you 20 seconds to write out a little even if you wrote it on a post-it note and gave it to them, I can guarantee you that they will cherish that, and it will absolutely mean the world to them. So if someone's been kind to you and made a difference to your care, I am actually gonna, one of these days, I'm gonna go flying here. So, and you do know, oh, my tea and toast was amazing. See, it's the small things, Sally. I don't even remember making that tea and toast, but you know, if we can't manage to make tea and toast for our ladies when they've just had a baby, then that's not good, is it? So, let me reassure you as well that one of the things that I keep going on about in these lives and hopefully my training is self-care and your mental health, because we've all been affected by poor mental health in some way or another usually, and we have a duty to look after each other and ourselves. And one of the things that I've talked about before, it's been proven to help improve your mental health if you do something kind for somebody else. So I tell you what, let me set you a challenge. Do something kind for somebody today. And it doesn't matter even if it's anonymous, even better. So something that you know will make somebody smile or go, oh, that was so thoughtful. I'm going to think about it today. I'm going to do something kind for somebody today. And I might share with you what it is when I've thought about it. So if you can today started off a little bit grim, but look at that now, it's looking amazing. So it's a nice day today. Morning Tracy, morning Lauren, morning Mum, morning Mother. You all right? I bet you're in bed, Mum, aren't you? No, I bet you're up now. So get yourself out for a walk and do one kind thing for somebody today. Just, it might take a few minutes out of your day, but it might mean the world to somebody. You know, if there's somebody that's isolating, or, you know, or you haven't heard from for a little while, or a friend that's gone a bit quiet, you know, pick up the phone, get them on, you know, on a video call and just say, how are you doing? How are you doing? You know, I'm lucky that my mental health is really good at the moment, you know, so it's when you're filled up that you can give more. And yesterday has filled me right up to here. So I've got loads to give. And so I'll be working next Friday, but I'm still going to try and do my live at 12:30. I think today, wind going through the trees. As part of my mindfulness today, I think I've put on my meal planner that I'm going to make a cheese and onion pie, so that means I'm cooking tonight. So I'll share with you my cheese and onion pie, because my pastry is the best in the world. And I'll be cooking for my dad as well, because my dad's on his own. So he'll be getting some cheese and onion pie on his doorstep. Because we've got to look after people, haven't we? We can't just look after ourselves. Good morning, Amy. So one of the things I'm going to do today, Hara, hi. Thank you for joining me. You might just have to catch up because I'm going to go soon. Enjoying the autumn colours. Look at those. Look at the reddy colours. So, next week's live. Today I'm going to see if I can draw another woman. And Keris, thank you so much for those coloured things. The coloured in ladies, the food lady that I drew. I'll be popping that on because you've given me your consent to do so. So that's lovely. Oh my goodness, I think there's a rainbow there. I'm going to share this with you. Can you see? Can you see that? Isn't nature the most wonderful thing? I don't know whether you can see that because it's only really, really faint, that rainbow. But it's just beautiful. Nature is beautiful. The world's beautiful. We can't sit around at home moping about, worrying about corona, watching the news all day. We've got to make our own happy life. So next week's live is going to be Halloween themed, and lovely Laura Crayston promised me that she was going to lend me or give me a Halloween outfit for the dogs. So I won't be joining you live with the dogs on Friday because I'll be working, but Saturday's Halloween, so I'm sure I'll be sharing a little bit of a live on some of the things we've done and give you a laugh with the dogs on Saturday. Maddie might even wear a Maleficent horns. So off they go, running about there. Oh, here's Alfie. Look, come on, Alfie! Look at him. Just does his own thing. So, also, I've found some amazing little crafty things that you can do with little kids involving collecting autumn leaves. So, you can start collecting bright red autumn leaves, because I'm going to give you some ideas for crafty things to do with autumn leaves, which made me laugh massively. So I hope it cheers you up again, and hopefully I'll have another colouring picture for you to draw with some pregnant lady surrounded by pumpkins probably and autumn leaves. Where do you walk, Claire? It's beautiful. It's just near my house. It's up near my house, up top of Lancaster. Top of Lancaster. They've got the memorial somewhere up there. I'll show you when we get down here if we can see it. This wind and a bit of a breeze is making my nose run a little bit. So anyway, look, can you see the memorial there? So I'm up near the memorial. Beautiful, isn't it? This isn't a nice angle, is it? I don't care anymore. So, hi Kira. So, this is to you all today. I hope you can enjoy your Sunday and get out if you can. And be mindful, and I would love to hear what kind of things that you've done for other people, because I'm telling you, oh look, babies, coming to see me. Hi. Okay. Ooh. Just nearly dropped one. Oh, Hara just graduated midwifery last March. Oh, he's telling me to keep walking. Massive congratulations, Hara. That's amazing. Hi, Laura. Oh, you're going to love your new profession. It's amazing. We are so lucky as midwives, and I continue to feel really blessed to have the job that I do have. And I love looking after you ladies. You really fill me up. And I love doing these lives as well, for you to laugh at me. So, with that, I'm going to go. We've almost done our dog walk, and I've talked all the way around. You keep me company. So, anyway, so look out for next Friday's live. And the other thing that I want to do this week is, I've not found the perfect one yet, but I'm going to find a perfect pumpkin soup recipe. Because I know pumpkin soup, every year I try and make a pumpkin soup, and some years it's a hit and some years it's a miss. But I think with pumpkin soup, the key is the spices and the things that you put in with it. So I'm going to be finding something, because I don't want you to waste your pumpkin. I don't want to see anybody wasting all that goodness. David Attenborough says we haven't got to waste anything. So that includes your pumpkin. So if you're hollowing out a pumpkin, you don't waste it. You make some soup. And I'm going to, I might do a live, or it'll probably be in the week that I'll do it. But I might show you how to do that. I don't know what day I'm going to do it like, because I'm working all week. But you've got to find time to do these things, haven't you? And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have an amazingly wonderful Sunday. And I'm going to just bask in all the happy, loving feelings that I've got at the moment for my new baby niece, little Elodie. Elodie, I already love you so much. You're such a little sweet child. Love you lots. Bye.